we can start the meeting now. If we join the between the meeting, then that's okay.
Yeah. All right, Siaram, I'm fine with that. So before we start, I just want some clarity. So are you the developer working on this project or is it Narendra?
Uh, uh, then Narendra is almost time is Narendra working on this, he's always asking me what need to done and asking questions about the changes like this.
Okay, so you're a senior developer, is
Yes,
it?
yes.
Okay, all right, Siaram. So basically, so let me just share my screen and show you the website. Just to, I just wanted to cover a few things today.
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, can see.
All right. Okay. So basically, this has been made using the Noomi theme, right? So I think you've done an initial front end completion already, and you're working on the back end. Is that
Yes,
correct?
yes, yes, correct.
All right. So can you give me a progress update on the back end, Siaram? So what has been completed so far? What is pending? When do you expect that to be completed?
Mm, okay, I can share you the update on the progress of the backend changes after the meeting. We'll discuss with the developers. There is a one more developer. The name is called Nikita. Is junior developer. So he is working on the basic changes of the backend. So after
Okay.
discuss with that, I will share you the update.
All right. So I would, so thanks, Yaram. So I look forward to getting your update right after the meeting. Really like, and okay, I see somebody else is joining. Okay. Raman, is it?
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Vishali. How are you?
Oh, hi, Vaishali. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Great. So, Vaishali, we just got started on the meeting. So I understand that Siaram is a senior developer. Is that correct?
Yes,
All right. Okay. So, but two other junior developers are working on this project, right? I think Nikita and Narendra, if I'm not wrong.
yes,
All right.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So thanks. Yeah. Thank you for joining, Vaishali. So I just wanted to cover a few points. So yeah, we were discussing the progress of the backend development. So CRM, so I'd like it if you could give me a clear estimated time of completion for the remaining backend elements. So I think some of them you've already worked on, if I'm not wrong, SEO and search and things. I know the product import export scripting is in progress, but I'd like a more clearer estimated time of completion, like what has definitely been completed, what is pending, and when you will complete that. Because once you complete that, we would like to do a bit of testing just to make sure everything is correct, so that, and discuss it internally with our stakeholders, so that we can tell you what changes we need, or what needs to be fixed and so on. So can I please get this clear ETA right after this meeting?
Yeah, yes, sure, no problem. I will check with the developer and share you the list with the all changes, what remaining and what completed, and now what exact time we need to complete the remaining changes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So now coming to the front end. So in theory, I think you've done all the changes that I've asked for in the front end, but I have a couple of problems. So one is that, so you can see my screen, right, Sierra?
Yes, yes, I can see.
All right. Yeah. So we've used the Noonie theme, and so the theme has. Oh, I'm sorry. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So the theme has a certain font size, a certain sizing of the elements, and so on. So, for example, if you see this search bar and this drop down is in a certain font size, which is not matched here. It looks much smaller on the that you're doing for us. And this is a problem I'm having across the entire website. So what we wanted was actually for you to use the theme as it is and change only the color scheme to our brand color scheme. But I see a lot of these things are inconsistent with the actual theme. So just to give you a few more examples, so let's say this bestsellers. So if you notice, the font size is actually So the font size in the theme is actually smaller for best modern furniture. And in our website, it is a little larger. But if you notice, the font size for this see all option is larger in the theme, but smaller in the website you're doing for us. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So that
I
is
understand.
one thing. Yeah. So another thing, if you notice, is in the product. If you see the in the theme, the font size of the product name is larger, but in our website, it is much smaller. It is barely visible. So these are just examples I'm giving you. These are not the only problems. I'm just giving you an example for how many things are inconsistent when compared to the theme. So you can take the footer for instance. So
Mhm.
in the footer, if you notice, in the theme, the font size of this text is much larger. They're more neatly spaced between each column is spaced neatly with the others. But if you notice in our website, the font size of the text is very small and there is a lot of empty space, which doesn't look good.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I could tell you like 50 different things like this. I'm just giving you examples. So I just want to understand why there is so much inconsistency with the theme.
Mhm. Uh, Actually, I think the teams applying the custom CSS to manage the things and doing the changes on the website, and the custom code of the style is conflicting with the default functionality of the theme. So the default things is breaking due to the custom code. Uh, I think need to check with the developer and apply the proper custom code so the proper things should not break. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Mhm.
But are you writing any custom code for these things? Because we've not asked for a lot of customization when compared to the theme, right? So these are all pretty basic. If they just apply the theme and change the text and the titles and stuff, wouldn't that be sufficient by itself?
Mm, uh, no, actually we always trying to change the things from the admin panels via the setting, but sometimes some element not have the setting in the admin panel. So we are trying to change the things via the custom code. That's all.
Okay, all right. So, Siaram, what I really need at this point is for somebody in your organization to take ownership and
Mhm.
do a thorough quality check of the entire front end and make sure that everything matches the theme correctly in terms of font size, in terms of the layout, the placement, and everything. So, I'm
Mhm.
not giving you any new changes. I'm not asking you to change any text or images or anything at this point. In fact, for the front end, I don't have any more new changes. So the only other things I'll give you is probably the content for these banners. So we are creating new images of our products for banners, which alone I will give you probably in another few days. But my main problem with the entire front end right now is that it is extremely inconsistent with the theme, and so it looks very shabby.
Mhm. Okay.
So, who can take ownership in your organization and do a thorough quality check and ensure that everything is corrected to match the theme? And when I say match the theme, I'm mainly talking about font size. So the font color, I think you applied it according to the color scheme we wanted, and that's okay for now.
Sure, no problem. I will take the responsibility and I will check with the team, and I will remove the custom code, all the custom code which we did on the site at, so that the default functionality, default design should revert back, and we will apply again each changes one by one uh, to take care of the existing style of the theme.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Siaram. So one other concern I had was by the past week or so, what I've been doing is whatever I've been spotting like this, I've been giving them a specific changes. Change the font size here, change the font size there, and so on. But
Mhm.
whenever I give a change like that, something else breaks. So, for example, in this R blog section, there was a scroll button here which allowed the customer to scroll through the posts. So I
Mhm.
gave some change to the layout here, and now the scroll button has disappeared. So I need, whenever you make a change, either you're reverting to the default style or you're applying a new style or custom coding or whatever it is, I
Mhm.
also need you to do a sanity check and ensure that the previous elements don't get disturbed in any way, that the layout is correct and all the elements are retained the way they have to be.
Yes, 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 I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. So can you just make sure that, you go through all the changes that I had already given and make sure that everything is correctly implemented and nothing breaks or nothing disappears?
Yes, yes. Okay, no problem. I please allow me some time. I will check with the team and get back to you
Okay.
with the update.
All right, great. Okay, so the other thing is, along the same lines, so in the product page, so, as you know, the product page is actually the most important page for us because this is where the customers are going to be going to be viewing the products actually. So here also, I find a lot of deviation from the theme, a lot of things which look a little shabby and, which are not. The layout is not good and the elements have not been arranged properly. So let me just show you an example. So for example, this is the product page in the theme. So the product name is in a particular font size. The description is in a particular font size. The variation tiles are in a particular size. In the carousel images are below the main image. But if you notice in our website, the font size here is lesser in the product name. The font size of the description is very small. The tiles are very tiny that the customer cannot view them at all. And here it says color black, and then there is another black here. So clearly something is broken there. And the images have been placed to the left of the main image, not at the bottom as per the theme. So I need the product page to definitely be fixed according to the layout, and the theme itself is actually fine. So of course, there are some elements from the theme that we did not want, like buy now and add to cart and all that. So I'm not saying replicate that exactly, but the overall layout as to how big the main image is, what is the font size of the product title, font size of description, the placing of the pricing, the size of the tiles, everything needs to match the theme, CRM. I really need that to be fixed.
Okay, so basically you did not given any changes related to the font size, but due to our custom code, the font size, it's I mean mess up. I
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want any font size changes at all. I want the exact same font size that is there in the theme throughout the website, everywhere on the website.
Okay.
So I need that to be checked and implemented across the website, product page, front page, blog page, everything.
Sure, no problem. I will
And
check
when
with.
you do these changes, you need to ensure that nothing else breaks in the process.
Okay, I will check after make the changes again with the whole website.
Okay.
And okay, no problem. Anything else about the design?
No, I think this is it, CRM. Actually, these are my main problems. So, so if you fix this, actually the front end will be fixed. 75% of the 80% of the front end will be fixed and done. And then if I have one or few minor changes like adding new banner images and something, they can be added. So because the font size and the layout is not correct right now, on the whole, the front end looks very shabby. So I'm not even able to take it back to my internal managers and ask them to review it. So I really need that to be fixed on priority. And so when you get back to me after this meeting, please give me a clear expected time of completion for both the front end as well as the back end.
Sure. Okay.
Can I expect an update from you within the next 1 hour, CRM?
Yes. After the meeting, I will sit with the team and provide you update within 1 hour.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank-
So I think that's mainly what I had to, say. So Vaishali, I no longer want to go back and forth and give specific changes because this is my problem. I'm not giving new corrections. It's because the font size is changing and things are breaking that I'm having to go back and forth and give lists of corrections, which I don't want to do. So I hope, like you and CRM can ensure that this is fixed once and for all. So we can finish the front end and back end and, like proceed to close the project as quickly as possible.
Pretty sure we can check with the team and fix the issue as soon as possible.
Yeah, all right. Okay, thank you so much. I will look forward to getting an update from you, CRM, within the next hour, and hope these can be completed as quickly as possible. Because I would really like to kind of finalize the majority of the remaining things by next Tuesday or so, latest by Tuesday or so that we also need a few days after that to test and make sure everything is working correctly.
Okay.
And I really want to close out this project before the end of this month.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Is there anything else you want to add before we close the call?
No, anything else my side.
All right, great. Okay. Thank you so much, CRM. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Vaishali.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.